Welcome to the shit show.
We were on the beach last night. We weren't on the beach. AEW Dynamite was on the beach under a canopy in the hot ass Florida sun.
Well, let's talk about that real quick. So, did you like that? What did you think of the aesthetics of Beach Break last night?
I think it looked cooler when the lights went out, right? When the sun went down.
Yeah, when the sun was down.
Cooler when the sun went down.
When the sun was up, man, those other buildings made it feel like we were just in a parking lot. You know?
Kind of were. It was an amphitheater.
Right.
Like, if I went from an inside view from the Starlight, you know what I mean? Actually, you might not see much. There's not many buildings around there, but you get the idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The Morton
Right.
Salt Theater, which I heard is really cool. But yeah,
I drove by that
it's
the other
like,
day. It is also out there in the middle of nothing.
yeah, but isn't it by the women's soccer, right? And
Yeah, it's up there in Northland area.
Current,
and it's all
yeah.
over.
So that's what they're trying to
go to
a
little
soccer
ways
game.
out. It's
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you, since we're talking Kansas City stuff, have you been to this Rock Bridge fucking thing? So for anyone not from Kansas City, they've created up north, I think it is. They took a bridge and were like, hey, you know what this could be used for? Transportation. Fuck that. Why don't we just put bars and restaurants on it and then people can just go to it? Have you been to that?
So it's an old decommissioned bridge that, you know, when they rebuilt the, 670 and 70 and all that jazz, and they stopped it. And so they were like, yeah, you can tear it down, but it like had some historical value, but they couldn't it was pointless to make it a bridge again because the bridge is over there now. And so they figured out, we'll make it a walkable, entertainment dining district, which in theory sounds cool until you go there and you see it and it's kind of out of the way from anything because it's on a fucking river.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. And I'm starting, as a society, I understand. Look at this. Now we're getting deep here. We haven't even talked Dynamite yet. I understand, hey, let's create, right? Let's make things for people and all of that. But we have to get better ideas because every time I hear of a new entertainment district, it's just food and beer.
It's another Fuddruckers and a fucking,
Yeah, but it's just one.
Oh, no, there'll be a hot new brunch spot there, Tom, where you can get the fun,
Yeah, there's only so many places I can eat. Right? I'm not going to go out to eat every single meal. And then two, unless you want to drink until we don't know where we're at, I don't like to drink.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, we're not getting parks, we're not getting libraries, we're not getting
not even
museums.
Not even that.
Getting,
but
you know what I mean?
But try there's one place actually that I know of, but the indoor where you simulate jumping out of an airplane.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Is what they call it.
iFly. Things like that. Just try things like that instead of a bar named Jazz and Beer or whatever. And it's just come the fuck on.
Well, for a while everybody was like, oh, pickleball, that's the thing. That's the thing. And now everything's a pickleball. You know what I mean?
That's what I was. Yeah, all right. So let's go off of pickleball. How about we try indoor batting cages again?
Theo says, there should be a BattleBot square where people build robots and destroy each other. You know what my wife and I did, Tom?
Sure.
Not the BattleBots, but that would be great. We went roller skating a couple weeks back. Hadn't done that in fucking years, so it took a little, you know what I mean? But it was good because it was like a Tuesday night, so it was kind of open. There wasn't a whole lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? We were able to kind of get used to it again.
I went to Conductor Williams, producer.
Yeah.
His son's birthday party. He rented out a roller skate rink for his sons.
Yeah.
And so we all rollerblade. Did you know? Did you use the fucking
I did not know.
The thing? Yeah. Oh, I did. I was like, I am exactly. It was Theo. Oh man, the knees, the back, the hips. I didn't want that to be my dude.
So I have real bad ankles and stuff, and have VA disability for that. But so I had to really lace them fucking things up tight. And I'm using the shitty brown and orange specials right from the thing.
No.
But here's the trick: I took my orthotic insole and put them in there, right? Man, it was it was rough though. I'll give you that. I'm not saying I'm going to do it every night.
Well, the other thing that was interesting about this roller rink too is there were no enclosures. It went just from carpet to wood. There was no hold on to it. Nothing.
No, and this one had the wall.
Yeah, right? No. Now, there's a wall on the other side, but on this, like on one side, it was nothing.
This was your traditional 80s skate plaza, right? Like you walk in, it's got that half cement wall, right? In fact, 2000s. I don't think anything's been changed in there since the 80s, right? Oh, and the skate thing has long since been tried to patch, and so it's got and so that didn't help. Right, my wife loves skating growing up, so she took right to it and was out there, and I was like, "Yep, give me a minute," and I was like, "Okay, so if I fucking do this, I won't fall and bust my ass." I never fell once. I'll give myself that, but boy, there were times where I'm like, "Slow down, whoop, shit, oh, fuck."
I use the fucking thing with the handles. I tell you what though, give me a pair of roller skates and play TLC's No Scrubs, and I'll fucking be right there. There. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Just as a societal thing, stop with all the fucking bars and restaurants. And then when they close because we're oversaturated with it, go, what's wrong with society?
Where is the pickup flag football games going on? You know what I mean? Why don't we have that going on?
Because here, actually, steal this if you want from anyone. I don't care. How about you just take Top Golf and then use it for other sports, right? So Top Golf, but it's baseball and it's batting cages. Top Golf, or it's a football and you play flag football. That's the concept that you can do. Because again, if you want to be a fucking I can't have fun if I don't have alcohol person, there you go. Right. Yeah.
Come get your drinks. Come in and get stretched.
Yeah, like Stu Hart. He's such a tough guy.
The tap out room is what we'll call it.
Yeah,
we can't call it tap out. That's
well, it's not a business anymore.
But you get it, you know what I mean? So, all right. You get your beer and come on and get fucking.
Stu Hart was such a fucking tough guy. He told people to lay down, give them their arm, and then he pulled on it, and man, did he pull on it! Yeah, my God! Oh, how crazy!
Really taught me how to be a man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there was another time when I sat
Canadian bacon and denim.
Yeah, there was another time where I just got on my knees, I put my hands behind my back and kicked me in the chest. Dude, he kicked so hard. No fucking shit, idiot.
Stu smelled like moldy flannel and moose fur.
I was joking with my wife because I was like, let's get the fuck out of this country, right? Because this country is the worst.
Oh, yeah. No, don't joke about that.
But the thing is, we can't go to Canada. You know how quickly I would be murdered in Canada?
Yeah, I know.
I'd be like, they're like, oh, you like pro wrestling? Well, hey, you like pro wrestling? I'm like, yeah. They're like, what do you think about Bret Hart? Fuck that guy.
Yeah, if they find that episode where I said he's top 35 of all time at best.
Yeah, at best. At fucking best.
I was very adamant about that. Top 35.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We are the All Elite Wrap-Up. By the way, we've been doing this for, Tom, I need to look this up. Coming up a couple of weeks. It'll have been, 13, 14 years. Something. We got to look it up. And, maybe we might be gone. That might be the week I'm gone when we should be doing that. But we'll celebrate the week I get back, right? Whatever it is. And so we invite you to talk along with Theo. Like he said, when I think about roller skating rinks, my knees start hurting. And Stu Hart pulled out my arm from the socket, then popped it back in and told me to come back tomorrow for training. Anonymous Dungeon Survivor. Yeah, man, we want you to chat along. Join us live in the YouTube chat, right?
Well, because Liverpool chat here says, Liverpool chat says, he says the GOAT and the Ace both have gold. So happy to. Who are these people?
Who's who?
Yeah, who's who? Because I thought the Ace.
Oh, Sheeta. She said, call me the Ace of TBS. And
I was thinking for Tanahashi.
Sheeta. Yeah.
Okay. I was like, he's retired. Yeah. And then the GOAT.
A fellow Sheeta star.
Yeah. Oh, dang. I was going to look at that. Here you go. Look at that title.
Sheeta Stan. Is that what we would call him?
Sure. Look at that right there. Wow.
Yeah.
The fucking belt. And aren't they a couple in real life? Again, I don't give a shit if they are or not, but I thought they were. Anyhow.
Well, I don't know. You knew so much about her life from before.
She said, I'm fucking done. I'm going to do video games. Yeah. She said it. I didn't say it. Yeah, I did, which is good.
So like Liverpool chat is doing, like Theo is doing. Join us in the chat live, typically Thursdays. Sometimes we do it a Wednesday. Sometimes we do it a random other night. Sometimes we might do a special like Jeff Jarrett's Dark Side of the Ring recaps.
Oh, we've got to talk about that.
We're going to have to talk about that. So you join us. AllEliteWrapup.com is our website. It'll ask you if you want to subscribe. That is completely free, and we're not selling your data. Look, we're not even keeping your data. I'm not fucking keeping my data. So just join. It'll tell you when we're going live. That's all you'll ever need to know. And all the other links are there, right? The blue skies, the threads, all the things, all the donate links. Do all of those things. Tom, the Jeff Jarrett Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah, I'm a few minutes into it. You're already 2 episodes into it.
I watched both episodes. This isn't good. It's not good. We've got to stop this. We have to stop this. My comment here is bigger than Jeff Jarrett. It's across the entertainment industry. We got to stop doing these deep dives when it's all cooperation and edit say from the fucking subject matter.
Yeah, got director cut. Jeff Jarrett.
Because he can't. This is what aggravates me is, Dixie Carter was so fucking in over her head. Jeff, what were you doing? Well, I was drinking a little bit at this time, driving but like, it's just so casual what he was doing. But Dixie Carter, which again, I'm not saying Dixie Carter was like a saint. I don't even fucking like her.
I haven't watched all this yet that you're up to, but did they talk about how Jeff's former babysitter got married in the WrestleMania 1 venue recently?
No. Yes. Well, they did. Yes, they did. But it's not a part of the episodes. So Dark Side of the Ring did a special, hey, Taylor Swift was your babysitter, and he was like, yeah, her dad was a financial advisor and blah, 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 which that's a fake job. And here's the other
fun inside story for you on that one later. We'll do that one off the air.
Oh, okay. Here's the other thing, though, that I will say, and maybe this is me being an apologist because Travis Kelce is my favorite football player, but I saw people being like, what an atrocity that she would take up Madison Square Garden and the busiest block on 4th of July weekend. And the only thing I would say back is if you fucks didn't care what color her shit was, maybe she wouldn't have to go through all the links to fucking do the security that's needed. Like, who the fuck care? And also, the people that are like, I can't believe this, post online. Who gives a shit about your opinion? Right? Like, I can't believe Taylor Swift. Who gives a fuck about you?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? This idea, because here's the thing. No one gives a fuck about what I'm saying. The only reason I'm doing this is because I like to talk to Tim. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm making a point or not. It ain't for you.
We might just do a FaceTime at some point.
Yeah. How many times do I just send you FaceTimes, right? I just send you videos throughout the day. I don't give
I'm gone, like in the weeks when I'm going on vacation in a couple of weeks, guys, you'll see this whole banner and stuff probably won't be there. It'll probably just be Tom live streaming and talking to you. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, just like this. Yeah. But like this idea that like I've got to express my opinion about someone doing their thing that didn't consider me. Blah, 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 blah. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. It's just so stupid. But yeah, Jeff Jarrett. Let's go back to him. He sucks. He's just like I told you this in a video that I sent you. I'm kind of switching up how I feel about him because like the vitriol of like, you piece of fucking shit, I can't stand you. That has lessened. Yeah, that has lessened. But the idea of you want me to believe, Jeff, that just shuck your darns. I'm just a good old boy from Tennessee running out there
into this circumstances. Yeah.
And I'm just trying to get money from my company, and my daddy didn't like it, and fuck off.
I feel like I might have had a lot of conversations with one of my children about trying to get them to see that, like, you seem to keep thinking that a bunch of these circumstances just keep happening to you, and that you haven't, set yourself.
Well,
in
you've got the sound clip. You've got the sound clip from Stokely. Besides
yeah, gosh, where is that? Which one? Where is the Stokely?
We're buying time.
We are buying time. I'll find it, Tom.
Anyhow, but let's talk about Dynamite, right? That's what we're here to talk about. We're not here to talk about society and things like that. Although, hey, it's our podcast. We'll do what we want. We were at Clearwater, Florida, which could you tell, Tim?
St. Peter, Clearwater, Florida?
St. Peter's.
Oh,
yeah, St. Petersburg.
Aside from my own actions, what did I do to deserve this?
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot, Jeff.
Of that going on.
Yeah. Maybe that was a promo cut at Jeff Jarrett, and he didn't realize it. But could you tell last night that we were in Clearwater, Florida? Because they fucking told you every commercial break.
It felt like maybe AEW got paid to do this show by the Clearwater, Florida Tourism Council.
Mm-hmm. Well, it makes sense in this regard. Clearwater has a lot of Hulk Hogan properties in the city, so they're just like, pro wrestling must be big. I get that part of it.
Because he said, Excalibur being he, said, here in St. Peter, beautiful St. Peter, Clearwater, art district, fun shops. Like, I was like, brother, what? Like, he never talks about, the coolness of the town. Like,
yeah, and also we know you're lying because you were talking about Clearwater. That place fucking sucks. My brother lives there. That's a shithole.
It's fucking Florida.
Yeah, well, it's Florida, first off. And then second,
was your brother there?
No. I don't even know if he knows he was there. No idea. There's a lot of times.
If he was there, he was just outside the building. Like,
yeah. He's got a little bit of an ozone
somewhere.
Well, he's got a little bit of an ozone to him. Deep cut for people that remember the early days.
So he's there, but not there. Right?
Yeah.
He might be there. But he might not be there in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
Have I ever told you the quick story? Have I ever told you the time that me and Ozone flew out to Las Vegas to watch Tim Elliott fight Demetrius Johnson for the Flyweight World Heavyweight Championship, or World Heavyweight, for the Flyweight World Championship in the UFC? We flew to Vegas. It's Tim's biggest fight of his fucking life. We had two separate hotel rooms, right? So I get down there. I call Ozone. I'm like, hey, I'm down in the lobby. Like, let's walk over to the Hard Rock and watch the fucking fight. Doesn't answer. He fucking passed out and missed the entire event. Flew there, paid for the hotel.
For all them flights, didn't it? Yeah.
Yep. And fucking too fucked up to even show up to the fight.
It's crazy because some of that stuff should have kept him awake, I bet.
Yeah, but it didn't. Anyhow, Clearwater. It was Clearwater. Let's talk about
I bet the water was not that clear either. I bet.
No. Yeah, Clearwater. It's kind of like it's the Minnesota of Florida. You know what I mean? You're like, just what the fuck is this place? Like what? This is a fucking place in America. But yeah, this one's in Florida. Like,
The Minnesota of Florida.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like,
yeah. All right, fine, sure. All right, but let's kick it off with what we talked about.
Florida.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Clearwater. We're part of Florida.
I mean, that's what should be their fucking thing instead of we got cool shops. No, you don't. You got Hogan's Beach Shopping. That's about it.
He said a thriving art district or some shit too. That's where I was like, that's what started making me feel. I was like, are you guys getting paid? Like, is this one of the major sponsors? We also had the Twitch match of the night or whatever the fuck we said. Like,
yeah, and I thought Twitch was, and I thought Twitch was done. Are people still doing is it twitching? Are we still twitching?
Well, I think Twitch is still, it's a platform that people game on.
I mean, is it still popular though?
Hell, I don't know. Ask Theo. He's more into that, I think, than I am. Theo.
Because there was a time period that we like expanded and tried to go to every social media platform, but I've pared it down to basically one. Because like Snapchat, I don't fucking know if that's still a thing or not.
I don't really interact on the social media.
I just go.
I will look at the Reddit once in a while.
Oh, I'm too dumb for Reddit. I want to be a Reddit guy. I'm so stupid for it.
You just tailor it to you.
I don't know how to fucking read it. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, okay, wait a minute. So this person commented this. No, but like it's quote.
No, if you look at it recently, it's different. Yeah.
Okay, then I haven't been on it forever. I got intimidated the last time I saw it because I was like, wait a minute, is this person responding to that person?
See if I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna see if it's still that way.
Yeah, because I was just like,
where like the way they like bracket the who's saying.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wait a minute, are you responding to this person, or are you saying that, and then that person?
Tumblr was one that used to do that, where it would pyramid down. And I'd be like, I don't know who the fuck's responding.
Yeah, where the fuck? Yeah, so Instagram, that's all I do. Anyhow, so Twitch, right?
Pictures.
Exactly. Pictures. scroll up and down
good.
pictures. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Gotta hear you say shit. Yep.
Yeah.
Theo says TikTok is full of racism. Up scrolled is anti-Jewish. Reddit is where everyone is sage/s.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Theo's more hip than we are. You know what I mean? He's more street.
I thought TikTok went away too. Didn't Trump shut that shit down?
One of TikTok's buddies. Oh, sarcasm. TikTok got bought by one of the Ellisons, I think, or some shit like that, or Oracle or whatever. And so, like, now that whole algorithm's different. I
hated TikTok. Yeah. TikTok was way too intense. It just fucking yelled at you every 2 seconds. They banned
saying anything about genocide and shit like that all of a sudden. You know what I mean? So it just became like it.
But you open that fucking thing up and it's like, hey, I'm like, no, man, shut the fuck up.
It was aggressive in that way. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Let me talk to you for a second. No, I don't want you to fucking say anything. Anyhow, Dynamite. Let's talk about Dynamite.
Got bought by Oracle. Yep. Which I think is Ellison, right? Larry Ellison.
Down the street from you. Oracle, right?
Oracle. No, somebody else in there now. Somebody else bought it now.
State Farm. That's who it is.
Something like that, yeah.
Anyhow, Kenny Omega. Let's talk about last night. Kenny Omega said he's ready for MJF. And he had Michael Nakazawa.
Yeah, except part of his whole speech, which was great. Again, we talked about Kenny Omega. Is I wouldn't say it's a bad part of his game is promos, but it's not his best part. But he said, that's why I got nobody here. There's no Young Bucks. There's no whatever except Michael Nakazawa. I was like, well, wait a minute. Like, all right, yeah, okay. But yeah, we got there. I got it. I was vibing. I liked what Kenny was saying here. I was putting it down.
Yeah, he was disjointed, though. Very similar to the opening of this podcast. It was disjointed. A lot of rambling, a lot of going anywhere we wanted, But eventually we landed the plane. Yeah, we landed the plane. Then we get into some in-ring
22 minutes in, we start talking about why we're here. Yeah,
exactly. But then we get into some in-ring action. We finally get the payoff, or do we, of Tommaso Ciampa and Chris Jericho. So we get a knockdown, drag-out fight. We get Jericho bleeding. We get them walking around in the sand, it looked like.
Said we get the payoff with a Chris Jericho match. Come on.
But
we don't get the
here's
payoff
the thing.
With a Jericho match it's got to go 8 months.
So, well, that's why I brought that up, because Tommaso Ciampa won. And then what's with this drill? What is he doing with this drill?
I don't know, but he like drilled the holes in the blow up things.
Like is he gonna fucking drill someone's face? Because you have to do it if you got it. You better get into a program with Darby Allin. Well, that's what I'm saying. You better get into a program with like John Moxley or Darby Allin, because you're not going to pay that off with Jericho. Right, he's not going to take a drill you. Yeah. But they did fine, right? It was good. But does anyone care? Be honest.
No.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a reason to, and like try to give me any kind of thing to be like, well, but if we, and I don't got it.
So here's the question though for you. So Tommaso Ciampa, as I mentioned, beats Chris Jericho. As you've said, hey, you got to keep this shit going. Now,
well, you don't got it. He's just gonna.
Well, yeah. Yeah. But if you rewind a little bit, we had Ricochet. Or no, Jericho did beat Ricochet, and then we went to Tommaso Ciampa. I was going to say Ricochet was beating the shit out of Jericho, and then we went to Tommaso Ciampa. But I guess Jericho did get the win, and then Ciampa attacked him.
Yeah.
So maybe we're going to do it one more time, brother. One of those things. But as you said, yeah, we got sand in the eyes. We've got the thing.
Hot, sweaty Jericho.
Well, that was another thing about last night. Man, all of those guys and girls were in the heat. That was a hot. I could only imagine what a suplex felt like hitting that mat. It's probably 102 degrees when that sun was still out.
Well, and just trying to catch your breath and shit. It's probably so humid. You're out there in the fucking clear water.
Yeah. So anyhow, Ciampa wins, and then as mentioned,
water.
He gets
you can put a question after both.
He gets the tool bag. He grabs a power drill, and then he's like puts a balloon or something on it, and he when it spins around.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
killer
of balloons. He'll kill your balloons. Yeah.
Scary. Yeah. Spooky.
Now, I want your opinion on the next segment as well. So we go and we get a vignette or a highlight package, whatever you fucking want to call it, of Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor. And they're just beating random people up. And they're like, that was good. What do you make of the Brawling Birds? What are we doing?
So this feels old school pro wrestling, at least in the way that like it feels old school WWE, right? Where like, but it feels like that's what you should do when you're debuting somebody, right? So like I don't hate it, but like I guess if we're gonna get them in the bars now, like if this is kind of an introduction of like this is where we see them, and then somebody comes and crosses their path, kind of what we talked about, how like we've called for this before, and they kind of hit this with the bar for a little bit, like send these motherfuckers to hang out and be pub drinkers, and then like when you know what I mean, fill in the blank soon to be opponent comes in there and crosses their path, or you know, fucks up their game or whatever it is, then now we're fighting, right?
Yeah. I didn't like any of this. And this is why. I like the Brawling Birds as a concept, right? Like, hey, they're not really doing anything, so put them together. We need tag teams because there's no tag teams currently, it feels like, in the women's division. This is what I don't like. It's multi-layered here. First off, we've done this start-stop with them, right? They're a team, but then they go away and now they're singles, and then they're in a tournament, but then now they're back
and crying in her husband's arms. And
then again, that's fine, but then we just go nowhere else with it, right?
Yeah.
And then two, if you're gonna say these girls are in the bars beating people up, make it look like that. That looked like a Britney Spears video from the early 2000s. Like it was too pretty. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
To their credit, when APA was doing this stuff, even before they went backstage with the stupid door, they would go to a bar, but it was just shot like almost like on your phone. It wasn't, it was just like, oh shit, they're really bumping into.
Go actually be at a bar. Look, I know there's bars in Clearwater, fucking Florida.
Yeah, you'll probably see my brother.
You probably could have found a fight already and just got them to like jump in there and get the footage real quick and bounce.
Yeah. So make it grimy. Make it you know.
You want bar footage scene, just fly to Clearwater at any given time. You just bring your camera crew.
Yeah. And then three. Okay. So again, Jamie Hayter, Alex Windsor, they're super tough. They like to fight. You didn't beat up any women, but you didn't beat up any women.
Like to fight a bunch of guys, which again, if those guys were getting hands or whatever, great. But like, we also don't know why. We just, you're looking live in on this fight. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah. And not impressive, right? You weren't beating up Brian Cage. You were just beating up random guys.
I just immediately, and I think I felt this without verbalizing it until now, what you said before. This is missing so then this happens, right? Like, I was left with, okay. Again, like, it felt like a coming soon, next week, the Brawling Birds, right? Like,
right.
But
yeah, and then they just end it with, that felt good to do again.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, but
like, yeah, great.
Call someone out, right? Hey, Penelope Ford, your boobs are too big. We're gonna kick your ass next week or something.
Yeah, like Kip? Like, why don't they beat him up and then be like, tell your your stupid
wife that we're gonna beat her up next, or something. Yeah, it was just a hollow segment.
Start calling people wankers.
Sure, why not? But it felt hollow. It looked too produced. And again, now we're doing the team.
Yeah, your gritty pub fighters, but that looked like like you said, it looked like a teen movie of a bar fight. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't like it. Didn't like it at all. But I like them, but we need to fix some things there.
Rough it up.
Well, because actually, this is perfect. In contrast, what I wish the Brawling Birds aesthetically look like as far as their promo package was what we got next. We were just in the back talking to Will Ospreay, and MJF approaches him, and we get this whole back and forth with, oh, isn't that so cute? You got Moxley over there rubbing your shoulders and helping you with push-ups and stuff. And he's like, I'm the champion. Like, you've never been anything.
Yeah.
And Will Ospreay has to do well, you can't do it on your own. I got one thing too. He goes, I know 14-year-old girls who are tougher than you. Don't mention that 14-year-old girls. How about that, bud? Let's just all of us stop saying that.
I do like of his the point of what he was after was like, you so desperately want to be in the conversation of being one of the greatest, and nobody thinks that you are, which is false. Yeah. But like, you know what I mean? Like,
but in the world, right. Yes,
yeah. I was like, but yeah, I did like the dig. He was like, mate, you must have mixed up your mouthwash with cat piss. That's a good one.
Yeah, he's got good one-liners.
Yeah.
But then, as I mentioned last week, MJF hit the head on "I'll see you at Wembley, August 30th." All in, kept telling you,
die. It's on your head.
Yeah. And then he spits in his face, and then we get the pull apart. Again, going back to the previous segment, the pull apart. That's what the Brawling Bird should look like. Beating up people, having security, kind of like a Lance Archer when everyone dies and he's throwing people into the fucking ceiling of the locker room. A little of that.
If he's on the way out or whatever, man, we got to get that one last time before he goes, Tony. I know you're watching, so make sure we get one of those on the way out, like on his way out, like chucking fucks into the ceiling. You know,
I don't know. He showed up last night. Yeah, but he was there last night. So who knows?
I'm saying if ever, whenever, right?
Yeah.
Make that the last, the last thing.
So we end it with, as you mentioned, MJF saying Omega's a dead man, and Ospreay's like, you're fucking stupid. I'm rooting for Kenny, you know? And so there you go, right? A little foreshadowing, which we'll talk about the main event. I've got thoughts. I hope you got a lot of thoughts. It's very interesting. But before there, we get another title match.
I'm supposed to have a lot of thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. All right. I'll start working on it.
Yeah, you keep doing that. I'll fill the time.
Yeah,
all right. So then we get another championship match, and it's for another belt, the AEW International Championship.
There's another title in AEW?
And this one isn't like the national title.
When we talk about titles later, too. But yeah.
Right, yeah, because this isn't like the national title because it's a different color. Anyhow.
It's not like the TBS title.
No, because that's a different color. So this one, we have our champion. We have our champion, Konosuke Takeshita, taking on his bitter rival, former best friend, now hated enemy, Kyle Fletcher. And this was really good.
Yeah.
For all the joking we're doing about this international championship, the match itself kicked all the ass.
Don Callis on booth is great. Like, you know what I mean? It's always great.
Yeah. But, and so
this was great. This was good entertainment. Kyle Fletcher's good. I really, not to jump too far forward, did not expect him to win this match, just given the amount of time Takeshi's had it. So that was an interesting. But yeah, the match, man, these are the guys right now when you think of like who's like at their like
the next
you know
one
up.
Right
at that crest. The next one's up. It's these guys.
Yeah. The only thing I would say, and this is just 2026, and again, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care about anyone. But what I was saying is, like, well, we put on some gym shorts, Kyle Fletcher, because there's a couple times where we had to go to a different shot because your testicles were hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know,
go to some Muay Thai shorts. Like, let's try something different because
it's Florida. I get it.
But like, we shouldn't have to go camera 3 because we can't show you what's on our normal camera because of a pinfall.
I try to think about it when I think about again, this is a kayfabe version of we're watching a fighting company. So if I think about the real world of the fighting companies, and again, we don't have to adhere to everything real world. You can't, right? When you're doing a fake thing, but no real fighters are out there in Speedos. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
There was one.
I mean,
actually,
there's been some.
Yes. No.
It's not the practice. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, the only one, it was actually because he lost a bet. His name's Dennis Hallman. And actually, side quest, quick fun story, that saved my job so fucking much. So I'll tell you a quick story. So Dennis Hallman is in the UFC. He's not that great of a fighter, but he's obviously good enough, especially before they balloon their roster, to be on the roster, right? Loses a bet, so he fights in a fucking Speedo, like a Speedo, to the point where like the camera guys, you can see are like, what? How are we gonna shoot this fucking thing, right?
Yeah, because parts are in a fight, like things move and like
and he ends up losing the fight. And Dana White was so fucking pissed that he fired him basically before he even got out of the cage after he lost. Thankfully, though, I knew his manager, Matt Cox, and we needed a main event for our show at Union Station. And I was like, hey, he's in the news. Could you have him fight? And he's like, well, let's check the contract. Hey, he doesn't have a no compete. So sure, he ends up main eventing our show at Union Station. Nice. Oh my God. He loses that fight too, which I don't give a shit about that. But I was just like, thank God. Yeah. No.
He didn't made him wear a Speedo that said like,
no. But yeah, Dennis Hallman, if you ever
this is why it's not business now, Tom, you should have listened.
Yeah. But if you ever want to look up Dennis Hallman UFC Speedo, you'll know what I'm talking about. All okay. Right. But going back
Kyle
to
Fletcher, if we're gonna have Speedos, you got to be the guy. Everybody else has got to get rid of the Speedos.
But I don't know, just add some more stuff. I just don't think like it should never be a concern when you're wrestling that the producer has to go to a different camera shot.
Tom's saying you're clearly too gifted, Kyle, to be wearing such a small, set of trunks.
Sure. Yeah, whatever it is that you want to take that as. But just and even the women too. Hey, look, there are plenty of women when they get covered that they do the same thing. And it's like
hanging out. No.
I don't need to see it, right? Nope. I know people call me a prude. They've called me a prude my entire life. But guess what? There's so much access to the real crazy shit that I'll just watch that if I want to.
Right.
So make this not so fucking weird.
Yeah. Right.
Sky Blue, her ass hangs out. I don't need to see that. Fucking, let's dress like an adult a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow. But let's go back to the action.
You know what I'll say? I've been watching more WNBA, and I like that. Like, they're not out there in the, wearing a bra and boy shorts trying to ball out.
Yeah, it's just they're wearing a fucking uniform.
Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah. It's great. It's great.
Yes. WNBA is the fucking only basketball you should be watching. It's the best basketball.
We've been watching the Wings a lot. My wife's a big Paige and
Paige Beckers.
Mm-hmm.
I love Paige Beckers. My girl is Kelsey Plum, the LA Sparks. I love because she's left-handed. She can fucking launch a baseball.
Yeah.
I like the way she dribbles and runs on her tippy toes. She has a fun way of getting around the court, and she's awesome.
Yep. So we've been watching every time there's like a Wings game. We've been watching.
Aaliyah Boston. Do you like Fudd?
Awesome. I remember her from South Carolina days, right? She was South Carolina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, South Carolina. Do you like Fudd?
Fudd's good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also, complete side note, we're going all over the place, but let's have some fun.
Welcome
the other reason why
WNBA wrap up.
Yeah, well, I'll do a fucking WNBA show. Easy. Get your wife on. I'll talk about it with her right now. The other thing is it's so fucking crazy. Some of the stats you hear, because for example, Asia Wilson became the first player to hit a buzzer beater game-winning shot over a married couple, and I just think that's so fucking awesome.
What was the one where you were like the opponents were married?
Yeah.
And a different player
got involved.
The one too hard, and then her teammate was like, "What are you screening my wife too hard?" It's like, because she's the opponent. Fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best. There was a moment like that in football. Remember when the Chiefs and the Raiders got into a skirmish and Marcus Peters was our corner, but he's cousins with Marshawn Lynch. So Marshawn Lynch ran onto the field. He's like, "Hey, fuck you, Raiders." And it's like, "You're wearing our jersey." What are you doing? Yeah. But anyhow,
you also rep Oakland as a thing. It's like your town even, and you're out here. Family first.
Yeah, I guess so.
Family over everything.
Yeah. But WNBA, it is so much better of basketball than anything else on this planet. But I digress. Let's talk about the finish here, though, of Kyle Fletcher, Okada, or Takeshita. We get the pile driver on turnbuckle brainbuster thing. What'd you think of that? That was kind of out of nowhere.
So growing up from the start, I think from when they started calling themselves the Brainbusters, and I was old enough to kind of put two and together that was the move, right? The Brainbuster. That's been one of my favorite moves, because when you think about it, that should be a finisher that you just bam! I love it. It looks great. I see why it's very dangerous, and you should be very careful doing it. And this looks like an added level of danger that is unnecessary. I got to be honest. Again, looks great, Kyle. Like it should finish.
Mm-hmm.
It should win you everything. But
Yeah,
I don't know that you could do other things that could accomplish that without risking folks. I feel like.
Yeah. Well, it did accomplish something because he is now our new AEW International Champion, beating Takeshita. Don Callis Family comes out, celebrates. We're all hugging.
Credit to Don Callis, even as he wins, like him and Lance, they look nervous, like they looked over each other, like, all right, fucking, yeah, like okay, right, like they did good out there.
And we get some more nonverbal acting in the next segment because as we're celebrating I guess this is what he does in AEW, Mick Foley comes out.
Yeah. This, honestly, I liked this. I don't know, like, all right, so at first he's doing his things, like Kyle, blah, blah, and Kyle's like, let me stop you there. He's never a friend. I was the best. We're going to, shit on everything. And that's when I think if I'm reading this right, that's when Don Callis is like, "Shut up, Mick! Like you suck or whatever," and is calling him a hacker or whatever. And Mick actually, honestly, that stuff about his dog's shoes was good, right? Where he's like, "This dog passed, and this one is still alive." He's like, "What I'm saying is, she's gonna get real acquainted with the inner confines of your ass. You keep fucking talking to me like that." Like, and then Kyle Fletcher staring him down, and Mick ain't, you know what I mean? Like Mick's ready to fucking love that. Like I don't hate this spot for Mick Foley. Mick, I understand it's hot. Some people are wearing like the flowered shirts and shit, but like we can't. I mean, look, I know I'm doing this show a little and shit, but like Mick, you look like you're homeless, man. Like sometimes, but I guess
let's clean up.
He always has. Yeah, he always has. So fuck it.
My thing was, it felt very similar to what we're talking about with Kenny Omega's promo. It felt disjointed. It's Mick Foley.
Yeah.
And now he's just doing Tony Schiavone interview, which is fine, but that's not what you told me. You told me we're going to see Mick Foley tonight. And so he walks out and I'm expecting him to be like, "Hey, Kyle Fletcher, congrats on the win. I got a guy now that's going to take you on next week," and then bring on.
I mean, look, and this might be another thing where we got to figure out what's best for him, right? Like, I know obviously those before the show things are always good spots for those guys, but like, that's not people flipping the channel and be like, "Oh shit, Mick Foley on a wrestling ring on a beach. What the fuck is this?" Right? Like, it's a good spot, I think. But
yes.
By the way, Mick Foley looking better, right? Like, I mean, I would have thought he'd be more haggard and hunched over in his age. Like, he's looking more
definitely
upright,
healthier,
looking good. Yeah.
I will say, you know what it kind of felt like now that we're kind of talking this out? It kind of felt like when he was the commissioner of SmackDown, but we don't have that role. He's doing that.
Typically what we get is I'm getting word from Tony. He could always, when he's around, be the guy to come out and be like, "Hey, Tony just sent me out here because I'm sitting around looking for anything to do." You know what I mean? Like, he'd be like, "So here I am. By the way, fucking sucks for you. He said your match is now. Bye." Right? Like, and just walk out. Like, that'd be great. Like, if he was just kind of like, "Hey, I was sitting back there in catering asking if there was anything I could do tonight." And they're like, "Yeah, go out here and fire fucking Jeff Jarrett," right? Or whatever.
Well, because, as much as we do love Tony Schiavone, he is kind of stretched thin, right? He's doing the in-ring promo. He is doing that. "I just got word from Tony Khan."
Uncomfortable in some of these.
I think he's just old.
I think part of his thing.
Yeah, he just. Yeah. I mean, this motherfucker was on TV before I was born, and I'm 40. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like, but he's getting a little bit of the less bitterly aggressive about it, Gene Okerlund's, where it's like, "I don't fuck, man. What? Don't fucking say that to me." You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. So
going back to the promo here, as you mentioned, we get this. Mick Foley says "fuck Don Callis" because everyone says fuck Don Callis, and then Kevin Knight comes out, and then Kevin Knight oddly was like, "Hey, Kyle Fletcher, took you long enough."
I mean, you know what? I don't hate it. I like Kevin Knight being real inflated ego, but like that he came out late, right? That he wasn't just already out there and like take the mic is a little weird. I think like that's what we could have done there. He kind of fucked up a little bit on his way out, calling it the DC MJF and shit, but it worked because he's kind of worked in the MJF stuff, right? But like, yeah, I liked how he was like, his thing was, he was like, "Yeah, congratulations, Kyle, on bringing gold back to the Don Callis family. Took you long enough." So, right, like, and then into his own thing. All right. Yeah, I love Kyle. Like, what the fuck, me? fucking
well, and then because we get this kind of stare down between Fletcher and Kevin Knight, which was more just Fletcher going, "I want to kill you," and Kevin Knight going like,
"But this is
great. The coolest."
If this is a family, right? So Don Callis family, families are always fighting, right? Like there's always got to be people that don't like each other. The Don Callis family can almost never be fully, really united.
That's how big it is. It definitely feels that way. Yeah. If it was 4 people, that's different. But when it's 16 or whatever we got now, makes sense.
A family is united when it means only the like existence of the family's in danger, right? All else is off.
Outside forces.
You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Yeah. Like if the existence of the family's at risk, well, now we're going to come in and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do something. But like, if you're just getting your ass kicked, I might have to look the other way sometimes because fuck you. I want to kick your ass right now too. So I'll just live vicariously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned, Kevin Knight is like, "Hey, MJF, you're a fraud. It's Jet 2 belts is on the way. We got to stop saying the 2 belts thing. Becky did it. You stop it."
More on that later. Yeah.
And then we get fucking Telemundo Sherlock Holmes coming out, Andrade in his fucking overcoats
in what is 100-degree weather, wearing not only an overcoat, a 3-piece suit, which I can assume he probably has a set of drawers on underneath that, at the least, and a hat. Or was he wearing a hat on him? Was he wearing a hat? Brother.
Yeah.
Trying to have heat stroke for the gimmick? Is that the gimmick even? What are we doing?
Well, the only, so this is what I was thinking, because I really thought, I was like, that motherfucker looks like Sherlock Holmes, except for obviously he's Spanish.
Gadget.
Yeah, but I think because his whole thing is how you know, I think he needs a little monocle, and then he does the how you know, and
like he's a detective.
Yeah.
Well, it also works because if he wants to play into the stripper thing, it's more to take off, right?
Yes, exactly. Right? Yeah. So Andrade comes out.
That's how you know it's working for whatever reason.
Yes,
you know what I mean? It's fine.
Well, yes, it is working as far as we like to say it, and it's the most popular thing he's done in AEW since the first or second run, right?
That's true.
But I kind of feel like this is where we're missing the mark a little bit. So Andrade has wins over Kenny Omega? Who did he beat in that little everyone's competing?
I think it was Omega, right? It was Omega.
Yeah, because that's Darby? How Swerve. No. It was Swerve tried to help, and then that's how he beat Kenny Omega. Anyhow, so we're at that level with Andrade. He's staring down MJF and all that. And I'm not trying to undercut anyone here, but we go from, "Hey, I want the world championship," to Don Callis telling him, "Hey, next week you got to beat Jake Doyle. And if you beat Jake Doyle, then you can wrestle Mark Davis for the national title." What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, first of all, is Jake Doyle somehow the number 1 contender for the national title, and that's why I got to beat him? What? This doesn't. Again, it's kayfabe. I know. We got to pro wrestling's. There's no rules. There's rules, but there's no rules. So but
who wants to wrestle for the national title? Is my point. I would just no, I don't want to do that.
Mark Davis, by the way, dangerous Mark Davis. When they came out, when the whole family came out after Takeshita lost, right? And Kyle Fletcher's celebrating, as they're all getting in the ring to go hug Kyle Fletcher, he stops at the ring where Takeshi's laying there on the little ramp, and he leans down and just starts fucking laughing in his face. Does that for a solid half a minute.
Yeah.
And then fucking comes in and joins the rest of them. I was like, nice touch.
Yeah, he's good. So that Andrade does the how you know, and then somehow, I forget exactly, but he entices half the family to run after him. So that he runs to the back and then gets kind of attacked.
To get out of that heat stroke environment.
I mean, maybe he's like, "Hey, if I'm going to fight someone, I'm going to do it in air condition." Maybe.
Jesus.
But then that brings in Darby Allin to help. And Darby Allin is now, you were speaking of Inspector Gadget, he pulls his best MacGyver because now he's got another exploding backpack and it explodes in Brian Cage's face.
Skateboard, right? A rigged up skateboard.
Oh, yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, all this fucking dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Hey, guys.
They're you did this.
Yeah. You want this skateboard to explode? Give me a piece of gum and some wire and
Jericho
then some
writes it.
C4. Yeah. Like what the fuck? And the pills that Jericho takes. Anyhow. And so then they brawl and all the stuff. And then they continue to brawl. Security gets involved, and that's how we end it. So it looks like we still got Darby hanging around, wanting to fight potentially Kevin Knight, I feel like. Brian Cage gets something exploded next to his head, so we'll see how that goes. Side quest on that. Have you heard what he could be potentially bringing to AEW? So he's in the newest movie, the Steven Spielberg movie, Disclosure Day, the alien movie, Disclosure Day. Apparently he's gotten in the ear of Steven Spielberg and was like, you should come to an AEW show.
Right, that's right. He says he's a big wrestling fan and what? Yeah, that's
and he's like, sure, I'll try to do that. How fucking nuts would that be?
Yeah.
Steven's fuck Jelly Roll. You fucking Magamania can take Jelly Roll. I'll take Steven Spielberg. You know what I mean?
Jelly
E.T.
Roll.
in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because if he was like, yeah, you could use the stuff that I've made, like E.T. wears an AEW shirt or something, that would be fucking dope.
Yeah, like I always had the Muppets on Raw. Let's get
yeah. That would be so cool. Anyhow, we'll see how it goes. So that's how it ends, that segment. And then we get back into some traditional in-ring action. Friend of the show, JD Drake, and Anthony Henry, known as the Workhorseman.
Workhorseman, yeah.
Take on, and they said this, Death Riders Will Ospreay.
Because he's the Death Rider.
Yeah. And the Continental Champion, Jon Moxley.
Lost, and I don't want to, this is a weird subject. Remember before the Epstein files exploded as a thing, right? Follow me.
Yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
When we say smooth transitions here on the All Elite Wrap-Up. Right before that, and Jeffrey Epstein was in his cell and committed suicide. For months running, the thing was people would say Jeffrey Epstein did not commit suicide, right? Remember, like they would throw that into interviews, videos, there was signs on the thing, right? Like that's what I feel like this is the phrase that he's been. Will Ospreay is a Death Rider. Like we're not letting the public glance over this. We're not letting the news pass over this, right?
Yeah.
We have to force that narrative. That's what's going on here.
Hell yeah.
You like that analogy? That's a great
No,
analogy.
I love it. I love it.
It's a great
It makes
analogy.
sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. I just loved how you got to it.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, how do I? I was like, as I started to say, I was like, I'm going to have to say Jeffrey Epstein, and I can't just say the name Jeffrey Epstein anymore without prefacing that you're about to say the name Jeffrey Epstein.
Which, by the way,
like, you know how, like, there's no baby Adolfs anymore, right? And nobody's named Hitler anymore. Is Epstein a name that's gonna die?
Yeah.
Like who's gonna everybody with the last name Epstein's gonna be like, we're gonna change our name.
Yeah, we should change it. Yeah. Which, by the way, the best bit of anything Jeffrey Epstein related is the Conan O'Brien needs a friend, and that old man who is like, and I'm happy to be your friend, Conan, because you got other people like Jeff Epstein, and Conan's like, no, and he's like, what? The financier, the guy with the island? He's like, I've never been to it. Yeah, that's the best bit. Look that up if you get a chance.
Good.
But yeah, Death Riders, Ospreay, and Moxley. Not to undercut the Workhorsemen here, but one-way traffic. The Death Riders get the victory. Here's a couple questions I got for you, though. One, you did make a good point. This is Will Ospreay, the Death Rider. So, do we get merchandise? But do we get merchandise? Are we getting a T-shirt with a billy goat with blood coming out of its mouth and it's fucking, standing on the bones of his victims or something? You know what I mean?
And
like
at some point, is he going to be the guy that trains the next guy, the next up and comer? Like,
and who is it? Because, and let's not forget. Last time we saw his friends, he was fighting the Death Riders. So what about those assholes?
What if we've played this before? Remember when the Daniel Bryan joined the Bray Wyatt clan? What if Billy Goat is playing the whole time and is trying to take them out from within? and he's just know what I mean?
So yeah, we've got plenty of time. We got one pay-per-view, and then we've got
the smartest guy in the room playing the long game.
So here's my question for you, though. What's your gut telling you? So again, we've got one pay-per-view at the end of this month. Then we've got the big one in London. Do you think, as of right now, and we'll get more story to tell, so this can evolve. It's not written in stone right now. But do you think the payoff is Jon Moxley pulls the trigger, Ospreay, you were never good enough, fuck you? Or is it like what you said, the Billy Goat is a Trojan horse, not a goat, and takes him down from within? Ha ha ha, I'm the fucking man.
I would think that would be great if we weren't telling the story of he's about to get a world title match at All In. You know what I mean? Like, because, spoiler alert, if you ask me now, I bet he's winning that match, right? So, you know, it's weird to now tell the Trojan story or Trojan horse story while he's the guy on top, right? What you could get is he wins at All In, if he does, and Moxley's like, yeah, I knew you had it in you, and Will Ospreay's like, I did have it in me, blah blah, and Moxley's like, because of me, right? And he's like, oh yeah. Moxley's like, you motherfucker, and then just right, like, you know what I mean? Doesn't like that, right? Like, didn't like that, you know, didn't get the credit.
Yeah, this again, I will still say, Will Ospreay is the most interesting thing in all of pro wrestling right now because there's so many different angles that we can go with him because there's so many little breadcrumbs that could lead to something. As we talked about earlier, one of the brawling birds, his wife, is bawling, and last time we saw her without Jamie Hayter,
bawling bird,
and was not approaching the Death Raiders, right? She's celebrating with the Will Ospreay who beat Swerve, and Jon Moxley's like, hey, got to talk to you. And she's like, peace, I'm getting the fuck out of this situation, right? So we've got that, right? That's in one bucket. As you mentioned, Jon Moxley is doing this, hey, man, you could be the most dangerous weapon in all of AEW. I need to form this, and Will Ospreay takes it. That's one bucket. A third bucket is, like you said, maybe Will Ospreay is like, you motherfuckers tried to kill me and break my neck. You thought you were going to away with that? I'm getting what I want, and then I'm taking you down. Because this is what the other part could happen. This was, again, let's work off of the notion that he does beat Kenny Omega, because I bet we're both going to say that when we get time to make our picks, right?
Yeah, I don't see why we would go the other way.
Unless something crazy, you know.
Story to be told yet.
Right. But let's just go with that, right? I could easily see Will Ospreay doing a little bit of what you said, where Jon Moxley's like, hey, man, I knew you always had it in you. And Will Ospreay's like, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'll do anything you need. And Moxley's like, all right, give me a title shot. And Will Ospreay's like, what?
What?
No. No.
Right?
That's not what we're doing here. And then it is kind of the Trojan horse thing where he goes, hey, Garcia, remember when he makes you do push-ups before the match? Isn't that kind of fucking dumb?
Yeah, because, okay, so Moxley could be like, he's like, I'll do anything for you. Moxley's like, great, give me a title shot. And then when he's like, a title shot? And all of a sudden, all the Death Riders are behind Moxley, and, like, Oscar's over there. He's like, well, what? Just straight up, man to man, right? Like, Moxley's like, of course. We wouldn't have it any other way, right? Right? Like, and he's just like, yeah. And then, like I said, he's like, he's talking to Garcia. He's like, we're cool, right? Like, and Garcia's like, yeah, we're cool, right? And then slowly one of them starts to see that he's like, no, wait, maybe Moxley is playing, right? Yeah, and he's like doing like you're saying, he's trying to work them over to his side in this impending match. There's a lot of story to tell. We'd have to tell that one over a while, I think, to really do it well.
Yeah. I mean, again, we've got plenty of time.
You could have Moxley just costing the match, so Omega could win.
That, I think, would cause a fucking riot in London. I don't think you could do it in London.
I mean,
look.
You talk about brawling birds.
Well, if anyone can handle a riot, I think it's the Death Riders, right? You go after Claudio and Moxley, there's not a lot of those motherfuckers that are going to be standing back up after they get hit in the face by one of those guys. I think it's interesting. I think, because then so much interesting stuff. But yeah, so anyhow, Death Riders get the victory. There we go. Thumbs up. Next, and this is where I see it now in the AEW recap, Hikaru Shida calls herself the ace of TBS.
This is a good video.
I think this is the best Shida ever because it's still delusional babyface. It's like, hey,
she's like, I told
I'm here
you.
to represent you.
Right. Yeah.
Isn't this great? Like, there's no malice, right? There's no, and I'd fucking punch her in the face again. None of that. It's just it's
all,
guys,
right? Happy
I'm
face.
the ace. Yeah, I think she's the best. Yeah, she's great. So we'll see how that unfolds. But right now, the ace of TBS is your TBS champion.
Is Shida.
Yeah, the best is Shida. I like that too. Yeah. She's great. Okay, then we get a women's casino gauntlet match. The winner earns an AEW Women's World Title shot at Redemption. So we started off.
Amazing. The match was great.
Yeah. So we started off
was commentary
but we started off with Maya World, right? We got Maya World.
Yeah.
Then we get Athena, the forever champion. And let me just stop right there real quick. Because I had a thought about this. And look, Eddie Kingston's over there in Ring of Honor, so I am watching it a little bit more often. Obviously, you still got Dalton Castle, you got the Outrunners, so I watch them anytime I get a chance. But I'm not a avid ROH
Don't watch
watcher.
it week in and week out or anything.
Right? Your women's champion, ROH, sure looks like a fucking loser because now every time I see her on AEW, she can't win a goddamn thing. Yeah, so like, who gives a shit that you're a forever champion of the fucking benches? You know, like you're the bench
everybody
champion.
Beneath her would get rocked up here.
Yeah, like that's where maybe she needs to lose this title because your champion looks fucking. Again, I'm being a little bit hyperbolic, but like kind of looks like dog shit because Maya World, Sky Blue, I'm not naming fucking killers here, right? And
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this isn't Tony Storm, I'm saying here.
Yeah, and she's losing to these girls. So that's one part. Now, let's get to the fun part. Tekla. Tekla was every drunk girl at an MMA fight that sits behind you. Just
at
wants
one point
to motorboat.
She said, I don't know, last time I was in a casino, I came away with $10,000 and a stripper on my lap, so I'm excited for this casino thing.
Yeah. And she's wanting the motorboat.
If you wanted the drink, you want some of my drink, Tony? And it's like, no, absolutely not. Yeah, motorboating.
Yeah, she wants to motorboat Mina. She's fucking talking about how she would love to kill Sky Blue because that's what they do in practice. She was like, that's fucking great.
She was so all over the place. Just
everywhere.
So
everywhere. And then
she sounded like some people from Independence.
That's what I'm saying. Every drunk person you've ever seen at a fight is right there. That's her. But now let's talk about the match a little bit because another thing where I'm like, yikes, ladies. So Sky Blue and Julia Hart were the only two to use weapons, right? They came out there, kendo sticks and trash cans.
Yeah, no rules, they said in this. So, like, no DQ.
And they didn't even fucking win. Julia actually got pinned.
Yeah. Yeah, again, the Sisters of Sin. The evil, dark.
Well, even, but I'm going to say Sisters
They didn't.
Well, I was going to say the Sisters of Suck because you're using weapons and you still can't win. Thunder Rosa didn't use anything. She's just T-bone suplexing
Sisters
people.
Of getting pinned is what this is.
Yeah. All right. So we get Sky Blue, Mina.
Sisters of Pinfall.
Yeah. Rena, Julia Hart, Thunder Rosa, and then the last entrant, the one that just warmed my heart. I gave my wife a hug. She didn't even know what I was doing because she was reading a book, and I got up because Willow Nightingale came out, and that just warms my heart. So I walked over there. I gave her a hug. She's like, what's that for? I go, look at the TV. And she goes, oh, Willow's back. Hell fucking yes, she is. And Willow wears everyone around like a hat. She's fucking power bombing this one. Dog walking this girl and all this stuff.
Her will.
Yeah. And she gets the victory. Pins Julia Hart. And so
she's the shit.
Of course she's the shit. And so at Redemption, we're going to get Tekla versus Willow Nightingale. Now, one aspect about this that I didn't bring up is Glitter Bomb was up there on one of the stools.
Yep.
Just
CEO.
Sure, whatever. Again, she looks like the Dollar General store of an action figure that doesn't have the licensing of Mattel.
If what you're saying is a CEO sits around looking important, taking all the credit while not doing anything, I guess it fits.
I mean, yes,
I don't want to say she doesn't do anything. She wrestles really well.
She wrestles amazing. Her wrestling is impeccable. Yeah, top notch.
It's fucked up.
But I just, what'd you need the glitter for tonight? You know,
glitter.
What the fuck? You're an adult.
You're just a poor. You don't know.
Well, okay, but maybe.
Oh, here's a fun one. Did you know there was a glitter shortage not too long ago? And that's because, did you know the number one with a bullet buyer of glitter in the world is the United States military? And they use it for some paint on some stealth things, and it throws off radar and some shit like that. And so they had to put in an extra big order, and it sucked up all the supply lines. And so like craft glitter was on a shortage.
Is that because they were acting as a terrorist in Iran? Is that what happened? Was that the timing of it?
No, I think it was a little while before that, but who knows?
Oh, okay.
Shit like that, right? Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So after the end of this match, Willow's celebrating. Tekla attacks Willow. And then this is where, I don't get what happened here. So Tekla attacks Willow, and I get that.
Yeah, they did a bad job of telling us what happened here, yeah.
And so then the Sisters of Sin are up in the top, like, haha, way to go, Tekla, fuck that girl, right? But then Divine Dominion, double D's, they body slam them. And Tekla's like, what the fuck was that? The timing
was off of this because, Tekla stood there too long before Mercedes came in. I think Excalibur and the Crusaders, what they're gathering here is they made an arrangement with Mercedes to take those two out so that she could have a shot at Tekla. But, like, man.
Not good.
Could have done that in the back, I think.
Yeah. Disjointed. Again, a lot of disjointed.
Also, WG's just stood there and then did the fucking Christian pose and, like, just,
Yeah, just a fucking who gives a shit, right? Because then, as mentioned, Glitter Bomb comes down and she attacks Tekla and she attacks Willow, and she's like, I'm the Owen Hart champion. So
she gets winner.
Now, doesn't this feel like it's a triple threat at All In?
Oh, but I thought
doesn't it feel like Redemption's gonna just be a schmoz or a
Could be, but I hope Willow wins. And then we get Willow,
Well, last time Willow and Glitter Bomb faced, she beat Glitter Bomb. Right. So
and let's make it.
I just have a hard feeling thinking that
nuts.
Tekla has been doing such fun work and now is catching steam with a lot of people with like just being a weirdo. If you're gonna have that Weirdsmobile sitting in the parking lot, right? Like, I think you have to have her somewhere in the show.
We've got to we've got other titles, as we know. And, but like, part of it is the weirdness, and we've got to get that into storylines somehow, right? It's great sitting there on commentary is the most where we get it. So I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. I think, again, we'll make our picks when
Sisters of Sin don't work anymore with this. If she's going to be weird like this, they have yet to acquire the skills it takes to play those roles. I don't want to say they suck or they're young and they're not there yet. Yeah. It's not what they do. It's not what they've been trying to do even. So
they're in
Tekla
it.
Though is nuts.
Tekla's great. Tekla's great as a weirdo. If we just make her the Weirdsmobile champion who will kill you and then also
she feels like a drunk Roddy Piper in a female body in 2026.
Yeah. The idea is like she could get arrested for peeing in public, and that would totally make sense.
Yeah. But it was in the men's room.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's almost, honestly, you know what we're kind of describing, though, a little bit? Now, we're saying a little bit more weird than what I'm going to go for here, but it kind of feels like the Brawling Birds. No. Brawling Birds, right? Like the Brawling Birds are kind of, that's what the vibe should be, at least, is the we'll punch you here. Right. Yeah. Now, again.
they've tagged a lot of people as a wild card before, but I think that fits Tekla to a T. Like, I don't know what the fuck she's about to say or do at all. It's all a surprise. Yeah, neither does she.
Yeah.
It is literally wild.
I think, you know what would be even fun? Because it does feel like steam, like some positive steam is getting behind her. I think it would be fun if we could craft this character around her to where if on 2:00 on Thursday, we don't know if she's doing a Make-A-Wish or she's arrested, right? Like, that's the character that I want. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
She could be having brunch with the Duchess of York,
Hot 94.9 in New York,
or she could be punching Charlemagne the God in the face. Yeah. Like, both of those things are
AEW Women's World Champion Tekla was arrested last night for drunk,
and then everyone's like, "What for this time?"
Drunken disorderly conduct in the state capitol.
Yeah, like that checks out with me. Yeah. Okay, so then let's keep it going. We get a highlight package.
The one that got like. Which one of it was the one that got arrested for like stealing the phone cases back in the WWE day? There was like one girl that was like from the NXT clan on the up, and then like she got arrested in one town for stealing like a fucking iPhone case from the Target, and we were like, God damn it, what is wrong? Like, fuck.
Let's see. Emma.
This was
Emma.
Emma, that's right. Yes, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, let's do some wildness. Let's do
Yeah.
Just stealing shit she doesn't need to steal. You know what I mean? Just
no
slapping
idea.
cops. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, let's do that. All right. Let's keep it moving though, because then after
Emma,
Mercedes. Yeah.
Trying to get that over.
It was fun. It was fun. But yeah. But after Mercedes stands over both Willow and Tekla, we go to a highlight package of one of the pillars of AEW. And the only thing that I thought was interesting about this is we go retrospective of Jack Perry's career. This is the first time on Dynamite that we hear Luchasaurus. This wasn't raw. It was Jack is a good guy. He really tries his best. And then Jack is just doing I found love here and I just want to be the best. So that's why I'm re-signing.
Man, this is another one where we got to do something with this guy. I feel like they all thought, well, clearly, look, his dad was famous. He's a charismatic looking young kid. He's going to be the world famous. And like, if that's the case, it's yet to materialize. And we've got a lot of work to get there still.
He's got something there. I will say that when you see him and the way he wrestles, there's something there. It's week to week. He hasn't figured that out.
He's charismatic. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's a charismatic kid. I'll give you that. But like, the most interesting story we've told the whole time was an unintended one.
Yeah, well, was what he did out of the unintended story. Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah. Fuck CM Punk. I also argued with someone online, and I felt stupid for doing it, but I had to, where they're like, CM Punk beat up this Jack Perry guy. I don't know why they think he's going to be a star. And it's like, first off, he missed a cheap shot, and then he had a chokehold on Jack Perry's hair, and it was 4.5 seconds.
How people, even back then, like when people would watch this video and like say anything like that, like, beat him up or whatever, I'd be like, man, I don't believe you that you're like being honest about this. You can't watch this and think that.
No, it's fucking. Ugh, what a goof. Anyhow, Jack Perry. Let's talk about Jack Perry.
That was a tussle pull-up.
Skirmish. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I don't.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, because before the video came out, remember CM Punk was like, I just gave him a little choke. You didn't choke him, brother. You choked his hair. You didn't choke a fucking chin in your fucking life.
He's so weird.
Idiot.
He's such a bloviating. Anyway.
Oh, and now he's Hogan. Now he's the worst parts of Hulk Hogan. I saw over there Magamania. He's pulling he's pulling a Hogan WrestleMania 9.
I saw somebody they replaced Bret Hart with Cody, and they made Hogan him doing the look over back at the
And poor Sami Zayn, just one of the best wrestlers of all time.
Well, he made his choice with the devil, right? He made you deal with the devil, and that's what you get.
Let's do a little bit of reckless gossip here real quick, because I did see a video. So I saw a video. Kevin Nash really close friends with Triple H, right?
Yep.
He does his podcast, Click This, I think it's what it's called. And they were talking about, and I think they fucked up because then they had to walk it back. I think they unintended revealed that it was Sami Zayn who took that 50% pay cut to stay with the company. And then that's why, as like a thank you for doing that, they gave him the belt and then just took it away from him in 10 days or whatever it was.
Why would you take that deal?
What?
I don't understand.
You got this over here, brother. Like, unless, did you fucking piss off Kenny and the Young Bucks or something? Like, I don't, fuck the WWE. Anyhow, I heard that, and then Kevin Nash was like, well, because they said it, and they're like, well, wait a minute, and they had to like, well, who knows? It's just, and it was like, I think you just told on yourself because your source is the source. You know what I mean? So anyhow, I digress. Jack Perry resigns. We'll see what happens. He needs to go to the scapegoat. Be Raven. Because he can't cut a promo with the charisma of top babyface guy. He does have an aura when he was doing the scapegoat of a loner. So just be, again, don't be Raven, but like follow that path.
I'm with you. He's got to go scapegoat. I am also, this is not who we were here to talk about, but you brought him up, Luchasaurus. I'm fine if we stop the dinosaur gimmick also.
Yep.
With that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
keep the mask if you want, because if you want to sell masks and stuff like that, call yourself,
guess,
but like, just be a guy. Just be a dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I get if you don't want your face as easily, quickly, you know what I mean? Noticeable found and those kind of things. I get that. But like, yeah, but the Jack Perry stuff. Scapegoat or something new yet, but I definitely don't want to come out like, oh, gonna try hard Jack Perry here. Like, I don't want that either. So like,
hey guys, we're all gonna do the
on a mission to prove
again.
everybody that it's not just potential Jack Perry. Like, oh the fuck, man.
Yeah, not interesting.
Don't care.
Not interesting at all.
Don't care. Feels like somebody won Tough Enough. Like, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. All right, Maven. Well, good luck, pal.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and then podcast.
Who?
Maven.
Really?
Yeah, he does. Like, he talks about wrestling and things and stuff.
Remember that one time I eliminated Undertaker from the.
I think he talks about current wrestling too. I'm not 100% sure. I think I don't know. I just know he
has a weird accent. I say weird. I shouldn't say that. He has an unusual accent. I don't know if it's Southern or what, but it's an accent of 10 different things, and it's all the worst attributes of it.
American.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. So Jack Perry resigns. Before we get to the main event, Mark Davis gets challenged for his championship.
Did himself a calf tattoo? Lame.
Who?
Jack Perry.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, MJF did. That's what a pillar does, Jack.
Go get you a tattoo that you can remove.
Yeah. Do you think he removed it?
I don't know. I mean,
I
guess does he hide it? Is it?
Yeah, because it's like by his ankle, isn't it? So he just wears
it on his calf.
Oh yeah. But I think but yeah. So anyhow, Speedball, he issues a challenge to Mark Davis for Collision.
So hold on. All right. So this is what I want to talk about. This fucking pisses me off. So we get Mike Bailey, right? And you said, like, you were like, what the fuck? Poor Mike Bailey out of all this. Kevin Knight's out there swinging his dick around, shitting on everybody.
Darby's exploding things. Yeah.
So, like, we get to Mike Bailey, and they're like, oh, it's been a while since, Kevin Knight fucked you over. And he's like, I don't want to talk about Kevin Knight, which, fair. He's like, but I do want to talk about Don Callis. And I'm pissed off at you, Don Callis. You took something from me. I'm going to take something from you. So I'm going to challenge the fuck his name again for the damn fuck his name title,
Dangerous.
Right? Like, yeah, Dangerous Mark Davis for the national title. You could also take something from Kevin Knight and Don Callis and the Don Callis family if you went after Kevin Knight and his fucking title. And you could say, you want to be 2 belts, I'm going to make you no belts. How about that? None of that? No, we got none of that. I just don't understand. I don't really. Okay. Cool.
He's a dweeb.
Your beef is with Don Callis family, not Kevin Knight, who this is the guy who gets mad at the guy who stole his girl. You know what I mean? It's like, no, man, you're mad at the girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah. no, it was his fault. Like,
You know
no,
what
it
I
was
mean?
her
Like,
fault.
she cheated on you, man. This guy,
Yeah.
like, whatever.
Right. Yeah, he's a dork. He's a dweeb. And the more time he gets on TV, the more I think his wrestling's fun, but I don't like him. And like, again, not in I fucking hate him. It's like it's akin to X-Pac, where it's like different vibe, obviously, right? But like both times, I don't want to fucking see you. I just don't want to fucking see you. Like, get out of here. Yeah. Yeah, Nerd Pac. He's Nerd Pac.
Nerd Pac.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nerd Pac. Yeah. And it's just like,
He's the 1, 2, 3 nerd.
Yeah. Well, even the way we ended this promo, which isn't necessarily all of his fault, but it's just a long shot on him going.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it, man. Like, this is another one. Remember, they paid him a shit ton of money to like top the WWE money that was coming in on him. Everybody's like, fucking Mike Bailey here. Oh my God, I can't believe they got Mike Bailey. And now I'm like, what was everybody talking about, man? Like, he's fine. He's a good wrestler. Yeah.
But it's even the decisions that are being made for him, or he's making their own decisions. But like what we're talking about here, you have the opportunity to go take something away from someone who threw you to the side and essentially called you trash, and instead you go after that guy. And it's like,
exactly.
What the fuck?
guy paying him. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have a cage match where that's your opportunity to get involved. Nope. Roderick Strong took your spot. Why? I don't know.
Because he can say, Adam.
Yeah. It's just like, dude, stand up for yourself.
Drop Neck Strong. He should still be Neck Strong in it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he really
still
should.
Have that neck brace on. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be Bob Orton's fucking cast. Yeah. Anyhow. All right. Now let's get to the main event. It is our champion at the time, MJF, taking on Kenny Omega, where if Kenny Omega loses, he joins the same company as Hangman and Cody Rhodes, where he cannot challenge for the championship ever again.
Cody Rhodes, that Dusty Rhodes kid?
Mm-hmm. It's Goldust's brother. Yeah, it's Goldust's brother.
Let people know that.
Yeah. I love my brother. Okay. Anyhow, this was fun. My favorite part of the whole thing, and maybe the whole night, was MJF making Justin Roberts say that he's not from Florida because Florida is the home of incest and racism, which, yep. Way to go, MJF. You kind of made a baby face there, right? And then this is how good he is. When, like, going back to Will Ospreay saying, like, you're not that good. This is how good he is. He has Justin Roberts say, this place is the home of incest and racism. And 20 minutes into this match, they're going, let's go, Kenny, MJF.
Yeah,
let's go.
He's the best.
He's the fucking best. Yeah, he's great. And, man, this was fun. This was all the hits, right? We get V triggers and the heat seeker and going through a table and this and that and boom to boom. What'd you think? What'd you think of the main event?
They took shots on the hardest part of the ring.
Oh my god! The apron.
Yeah,
not the fucking metal. That's the post, but nope.
Look, I mean, we went an hour plus here. I think like this is, you know what I mean.
Okay, before we go, I gotta say this. We gotta stop AEW.
Yeah.
It makes no fucking sense. Again, let's dive into kayfabe for just a quick second, right? Let's all take our brains, and this is real, right? You motherfuckers are given 2 hours of television. That is what you advertised to us. It is on from 7 to 9. 7 to 9. Okay. And hey, we're such a good company that if the action continues in the main event, we're not going to go away from it. You're going to see every second of it. Okay, cool. Then why 9 after 5 minutes after your allotted TV time, Excalibur tells me we've got to take our final commercial break. No, the fuck you don't.
Yeah, you already went past the.
Your time is done. You're just staying here because you're like, a good guy or a good company.
Well, I keep thinking about how, like, obviously they have, I think it's like fucking the syndication, the Practical Jokers is next.
Yeah.
Like
Modern Family or whatever. Yeah.
But like that show, just every Wednesday, if you go in to watch that show, if you were like a fan of that show, you're just like, you got to wait 15 minutes for this fucking wrestling show.
If you're like, I don't like wrestling. I really wanted to see this episode of Modern Family. And what the fuck? I want to see Sophia Lagrin, and you got me watching Darby Allin and MJF. I don't want to see these men in underwear. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah.
But yeah, look, I mean, to do all that in the heat and pull off the match they did, I mean, it's a great match and
fantastic match.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I kind of just expected Omega was going to win this, right?
Honestly, you never know because Hangman. It was really Hangman flipped the script.
But I mean. Yeah, no, it wasn't even about that. I just kind of, the story they've been telling, the time we have left with Omega, I was like, if we're giving him a title shot,
this is it.
Put this stipulation on it now.
Yeah.
That's why I was kind of like, we would do it now. And again, thinking we're just going to go to All In. He probably wants to pass the torch to Will Ospreay. You know what I mean? Like all those things kind of track and fit. It just felt like it was like, Omega's going to win this.
Now, let's talk about this part. Hold on. Before we go, I do want to put a button on my topic there. What I was going to say is then just go advertise 7 to 9:30. Stop with the saying you're done at 9 because you're not. And again, I'm not mad.
So 7 to 9:15, at least tell me.
Yeah. Because I'm not mad. I'm not like, God damn it, end at 9. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is don't take commercial breaks after your allotted time and then be
take my tea at 9:05.
I mean, look, I take my sleepy time tea at 9:30 every fucking night because I need to be in bed by 10:30. So, assholes. And that's another thing about all these apologists for AEW being like, stop complaining that the pay-per-views are 5 hours. Motherfuckers, you're going to make it an optional thing because I'm not fucking up my money. So, why would you want to play with fire that way? Because I know I'm not the only one that has to work on a Monday morning. You dickheads. Anyhow, back to this. Here's the question. So, Kenny Omega, your AEW champion, right here. Look at that. Boom, right?
Yep.
Got Kenny Omega right there.
Yep.
And as advertised at All In.
The best count machine or bout.
At All In, though, it's being advertised. The god of pro wrestling, Kenny Omega, taking on Billy Goat, Will Ospreay.
The goat.
But, Tim, we got a pay-per-view before that, and obviously you've lost it because you can't make picks. So what happens there? It's in the bylaws. We all know it's in the bylaws.
By proxy.
Yeah, nope, didn't make him. Got to be live. There's the rules right here.
Bylaws. I haven't seen them.
Yeah, right here. Look at it. Look.
That's them. All right. Yeah, fax them over.
Yeah. What's your fax number? But we've got a pay-per-view. Okay, 4. Yeah, that makes sense. But we got a pay-per-view at the end of July. Does MJF get a rematch? He's not just going to sit around.
Well, we don't necessarily do that here, right? We don't get the, everybody gets a rematch clause. It's not unheard of that people get a rematch. He's going to say some shit, right? Like, no, Will Ospreay came out and cheated by interacting with me cheating, right? And then maybe we get a little... He's got to beat Ospreay to get his rematch, maybe on Dynamite, and then I don't know, maybe this is where we get the triple threat. Before
that could be too.
Makes sense. Yeah.
This is what I think we're gonna do. Just my thoughts. I think MJF is going to figure out a way to put Tony Khan / AEW in the corner to where he gets his rematch at Redemption. It's going to be his redemption, right? Like that's the whole thing you say. Yeah, that's his whole redemption. This is what I think is going to happen. So it's going to be Kenny. It's going to be MJF at Redemption.
Okay.
I think leading into that, MJF subtly, but if you start paying attention to all the words he says in his promos, is going to turn up the heat on this. You're not even better than Hangman Adam Page. And I ruined Hangman Adam Page's career, right? Leading into the pay-per-view. Then we're going to get Kenny and we're going to get MJF. And then towards the finish of the match, MJF's going to figure out a way to cheat. And then we're getting that cowboy shit. Hangman stops that. And then at All In, I think we're getting a payoff of Hangman MJF. Right. And then we're going to do Kenny.
So here's what you can do. All right, so here's what you can do. This is where we get. Remember, this is what I've said before. We could get back to the. All right, so Omega's like, I'm the champ. MJF's like, give me my redemption. They're like, all right, I'll give you your redemption on one condition, MJF. If you lose, you can never challenge for the Men's World Heavyweight Championship again. MJF's like, fine, whatever. And then enters Hangman at redemption. And we can go one of two ways here. He costs MJF the match because he's like, fuck you, and now they both can never challenge for the Men's World. Or he worked the deal with MJF to where I'll remove that stipulation from you if you help me beat Kenny Omega. And then Kenny Omega's like, fuck Hangman White. He's like, brother, I had to get the stipulation, right? So we got a lot of ways we could go if that's, you know what I mean?
Or option 3.
Okay.
Because Kenny Omega and Hangman are best friends, right? They've reconciled and they're the elite and all of that, right? Kenny, very similar to how Darby Allin was like, MJF, you got to put something up. I'm not just giving you a rematch to give you a rematch. And then this is where MJF can go like, I've already put my hair on the line. What else do you want? And Kenny says, if I beat you, you remove that stipulation that Hangman can't ever challenge for the championship.
And I'm going to give him a title shot. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then he's like, no, I would never. And he's like, well, then I guess we don't have a match. And he's like,
then all we have to do is have Hangman just sitting ringside the whole time to just be like eating popcorn, right? Like just fucking with MJF.
I think it would be awesome if we don't see Hangman, right? Kenny does that. MJF. Well, no. Like right as as he does his entering, and then he has the flag and the flag drops. If somehow the flag drops and right when the drops, Hangman is just standing there and he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like we haven't seen it, but all of a sudden he's just fucking ringside and everybody's like,
just hey. Yeah. Oh, he could do that on the stage, but he could do that the flag thing on the stage and then the boom and then he's right there. Like and then you go, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Horse is parked right next to him. Yeah.
Because look, no one wants in 2030, assuming we still have a fucking country, Hangman not to have the opportunity to challenge for the AEW Championship. You know what I mean?
Got to get out of the stipulation somewhere.
Get out of it.
Cool. It's got to be a good reason.
Yeah. And it was so cool that it happened, which again leads you to last night thinking, well, fuck, it could probably happen to Kenny Omega too, right? He doesn't have much longer. So why not he joins that group? So it was awesome. Great payoff. And the lasting visual of him fucking bleeding and running into the camera head first. Awesome. Fantastic. But that's our guy. That's the main character.
Yeah.
You can't.
He's the main character.
That's where, you were talking about passing the torch, Kenny and Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
That could be the passing of the torch where Kenny goes, Hangman, before I get out of here, I'm making sure that you could be champion again. Boom. Kenny's very interesting right now too, right? Because they keep banging us over the head saying he's done. This is the Twilight, but is it Brian? But is that Bryan Danielson done? Where it's like the last match or the next match he loses is his last match? Or are we doing that with Kenny? Or But yeah, that's my guess. If I'm putting money down, I'm putting a small wager on. At All In, MJF, Hangman, Ospreay, Omega.
All right. It's fun. I think, man, I love AEW for this reason. There's so many different ways we could go that all kind of make the same sense. You know what I mean? Or the same amount of sense, right? And so it's really tough to tell sometimes.
And that's the best part because there's also so many variables because the person in the 2 matches that I mentioned that I did not mention was Jon Moxley. We think Jon Moxley's just going to sit in catering at the biggest show in London, England. He's the fucking workhorse of this company. He's there the main character is Hangman Adam Page, but the shit that makes this drive every week is Jon Moxley.
Right.
You're not just going to have that asshole just sit in catering going, look at all my boys.
Flight. He's hanging out in Cincinnati. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's in a Brazilian jiu-jitsu tournament in Poughkeepsie.
hey, I got the No-Gi World Tournament in Las Vegas the same weekend, so I think I got to do that. Like, he isn't going to say that shit. So, like, he's Andy's main event story. So, like, where does he fit?
Maybe he gets involved with the Ospreay stuff somehow.
Or and he has to wrestle, you would think. So who's he going to wrestle?
Well, Tom,
Claudio?
Speaking of greatness that might not have something to do on the biggest show, let's take a little trip.
Back in time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you ready? You ready for this one? Hop in our little time machine and see what happened. On this day. All right, what this week? We're gonna go back. This one's gonna be easy, Tom. You're gonna get this one easy because this happened 2 years ago, July 10th, 2024. Dynamite was live from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, hosting the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament. The main event saw Mariah May defeat Willow Nightingale to win the Women's Owen Hart Cup. And after the bell, timeless Toni Storm came to the stage to celebrate with her protege, and in an absolute masterclass of storytelling, Mariah completely snapped, brutally attacked the reigning AEW Women's World Champion, leaving Toni a bloody mess. And Tom, Mariah May used a very specific weapon. What was this weapon?
Oh, it was the shoe. It was a
the
heel.
Shoe.
God,
watch out for the shoe.
And Toni Storm fucking crying as she's getting hit, because it wasn't, that's the part of the storytelling that's amazing, is she wasn't crying because she's bleeding from the head and taking the, blunt force.
That Mariah did it.
It was that Mariah was breaking her heart.
Yes.
Oh, but God, fuck.
Right. Yeah, she knew, like, that's coming at any moment around the corner in wrestling. That's a life we live, darling.
Yeah, blood is part of it. It was you. Oh, my God. Oh, I still get fucking chills. I'm about to get chills right now. Thinking back on that Dynamite in Jacksonville when Toni Storm came back at Winter is Coming in Kansas City, which we saw, and then she's playing up the, hey, guys, I'm just this
rock star Toni.
Yeah, the old original Toni. And then Mariah fucking pie faces her, and then she goes, what makes you think I forgot? Oh.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck is going on with Toni Storm, man? Can't you not just cut a promo and being like,
why can't we get a recap of the week or something? Like
something.
Timeless?
Yeah. You know what they should have her do if she's available?
They should call it the Timeless Time Capsule, and she recaps what happened last week.
And she does it in the 1950s, like the baseball scores, where it's like, hey there, 1950, Mickey Mantle.
Early in the show. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And just cuts it like that.
The young upstart Willow Nightingale returned from injury. Yes,
exactly. But then everything has an innuendo, right? Everything is like, and the cream pie was to the face, and it was like,
exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, going in the full 50s metaphors, too. Like, call them broads. And
and this broad, fully erect, and it's like, what the fuck are you saying? Like, yes.
Yes. Got Toni, hire us, not Toni Storm, Toni
Khan. Toni Storm hire us, too.
Toni Storm hire us, too, yeah.
I just like to talk to you. Oh, man. Oh, she's the best.
Wasn't that a fun little trip?
Back in time.
This is last note that I'll say before we really wrap up. It's fucking remarkable how great AEW is, because we're talking about all this amazing stuff that we're absolutely in love with, right? Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay, MJF, what's Jon Moxley doing? All this stuff. Hangman. But that's what I'm saying. We're not having Hangman, Toni Storm, Eddie Kingston, Bryan Danielson, to a larger extent, Swerve Strickland, right? Like, he's not really doing anything. And we're still like, this is the fucking best.
Because it's great.
You know what I mean? Meanwhile, Magamania over there has CM Punk on the other side of a fucking garage door just waiting for, I guess, his name to be called.
CM Pump Injection.
Yeah. Who the fuck does that? You're like, hey, guys. Again, how you like to say, let's jump and act like this is real. Who's the fucking guy wearing his underwear outside going, hey, can you get that garage door? I got a match to go to real quick. Like, you can't go inside.
Yeah.
You can't go. I saw a promo where Adam Pearce, because Cody got beat up or whatever is the highlight package I saw, and Adam Pearce is like, yeah, we've got someone in the building that'll take that spot for tonight. So then what you're telling me is that CM Punk was in the building and then got dressed and then walked outside the building to then go to the garage door to say, hit it, fellas, and then walk through like a fucking nerd.
Because he's a nerd.
And how does he always look exhausted? Dude, this was like...
He's probably not using a CPAP, Tom.
Aw.
CPAP
He
pump.
probably does. Yeah. He probably does snore. Poor guy. Fuck him. But like,
Sleep apnea punk.
Yeah. That's what his matches do to me. Yeah, it's just AEW's fucking incredible. And I know I always bring up Eddie Kingston, but I still think Eddie Kingston's the GOAT. But yeah, man, on fire. And we're not even talking about Edge and Christian, right? Those are big money guys that are just, they're exactly tag champs, but like, they're not like,
No, you're right. AEW is hot right now.
Hell yeah.
Hot.
Jacked, oiled up, hot.
All right, with that, hit us up, alleatewrapup.com. Email us, aewrapup@gmail.com. Click all the social media links, all the donate links, and actually donate some money. You're big ballers. You're philanthropic. It goes to a good cause. And with that...
I will see you next week, dumbass.